trying to raise the bar. And for me, I love that we're back to doing action for real.
Mason isn't just an assassin. He's a precision instrument. He was one of the first of elite operatives.
Most people just say thank you.
Don't ever come up here again.
Hi, Rick. I spoke to you about a month ago for Greenland 2.
I know. It's good to see you again.
Good seeing you. So did you shoot this right after Greenland 2, or did you shoot this one first and then Greenland? Because you know how movie business
Yeah,
works.
no, I had just finished Greenland Migration and got this great call from Jason Statham about a script that he was super passionate about, and we've been wanting to try to work together. And the minute I read Ward Perry's script, I got it. You know, you get the big action star that we know is Jason Statham, but
Hmm.
you're getting this cool, fresh angle to be reminded of what a great actor he is and this heartfelt story of him and this young girl that find family in one another. And then when the wolves come pounding, you know, it's about trying to keep her safe and out of harm's way as he's dealing with his own past. And it reminded me a lot of Man on Fire, you know, and The Professional and movies that I love where they have the great anti-hero and dealing with real trauma and real stakes and real history and how that bond, you know, of two lost souls find one another. I mean, I'm a sucker for those movies, and it was really great to make one myself.
Now, coming into the movie, you said Jason Statham sort of recruited you in. Do you feel less pressure because it is Jason Statham and you know he knows what he's doing?
I feel pressure on every movie I do because I want to bring everything I can to it. What was amazing is knowing I had a dance partner who was equally as passionate and energetic to get it done the right way. And he's super prepared. You know, he keeps himself in great physical shape. He's paying attention to every single detail of what's going on in the production. Great ideas and super respectful of my process and the process of movie making. And you couldn't ask for a better partner in that. And I think the outcome shows. You know, I'm really proud of his performance and this kind of emotionally gripped movie that takes you on this great big thrill ride. And, you know, it's why we love to go to the movies.
Now, that lighthouse setting, that was a great, I'm assuming that was a real location because it just looked awesome.
It was. We built the entire lighthouse to scale and the boathouse and the living quarters, but it was on a real cliff in the Irish Sea, you
Oh,
know, and
wow.
wanted the real thing. You know, we wanted to feel as 100%, well, it was real. The ones that we found up in Scotland, you just can't put an entire movie crew into those places. So we ended up doing it in a way where we can film it for real and live, you know, but obviously have, you know, hundreds of people around. Like it always amazes me how many people it takes to make a movie.
And that was an actual island, right?
Yes.
Like what we see on screen, that's an actual little island with just a
Yes.
little lighthouse on it.
Yeah.
That's a great location. Props to
Yes,
your
it is.
location manager.
Yeah, I love to shoot everything real, you know, and so you're always looking to how to never be on a soundstage. They always bore me. So I love to go
Hmm.
out into the real places and, you know, even when we're shooting down in the London area with nightclubs and, you know, Canary Wharf and the Isle of Dogs, we're all out in the real thing and the real elements.
Yeah, it was nice to go somewhere else other than the United States because it was just
Yes.
refreshing, right?
Yes, it is. I mean, it's my favorite part of my job as I travel all over the world. I did Kandahar in Saudi Arabia and, you know, and have been
Mm.
to Iceland and different places. So it's really fun.
What sequence would you say would it was the hardest one to accomplish, and maybe you had a pivot, something wasn't working out, and maybe you had a pivot to do something different?
We didn't never had the problem about pivoting but the most difficult one because of inclement weather and you're doing it for real is the whole water sequences because we're not
Mm.
doing that in CG. We're doing it for real, you know, with
Okay.
real swells and 70-mile-an-hour winds. And sometimes we're forcing that on our, you know, putting our own stuff in to create that kind of look. But you still have two actors that are out in elements like that, and especially when one's only 13 years old, and then your entire camera crew to film it. So you know, safety is paramount the way that we work, you know, but you want everybody to go home at the end of the night or the end of the day. But you also are trying to raise the bar. And for me, I love that we're back to doing action for real. And so that's the best part of this movie is you're watching this whole thing done live action so that you feel like you're participating in the action and you're in it versus just, something that feels fake and we know it's cardboard.
Yeah, so that ocean scene, was it actually in the ocean or did you go into a man-made pool, sort of like a set
But,
or a
well,
combination?
we built a really massive tank for some of the sequences where it's really for the camera crew, the filming crew,
Mm,
for them to get close enough and to do it in a safe manner. But what people don't realize is you're still putting your actors in 5 foot swells, 70-mile-an-hour winds, and super physically taxing. So as much as we say, oh, it was done, in a way where we can have more control and also for safety, it's still done live action is done for real.
Thankfully, Jason Statham, Olympic swimmer, right? He's a
Yeah,
professional swimmer.
when you see Jason Statham rescue swimming her Bodhi in the water, he's doing that for real with boots and fully clothed. And she's playing unconscious at 13 years old. She was a real trooper. She was really in it as well. And so it was fun to watch them go.
As someone who can't hold their breath for long underwater,
You and me both.
I was like, wow, were they really underwater or did they cheat a little bit? But they were actually underwater. That's kind of
Oh
scary.
yeah.
Oh wow. Well, it's a great cast. You got Bill Nye, Naomi Aki, and
Yep.
obviously Jason. So what was it like trying to find somebody to partner with Jason, this little girl, Bodhi Ray Brethnick, I think is her
Brannick,
last name.
yeah.
Brethnick.
It's all about chemistry. We searched over 500 girls,
Mhm,
to really narrow it down. And when I saw Bodhi, this little freckled girl, and just this fire that she had and this kind of old soul about her, and that was, you can see it in her eyes. We chemistry read her with Jason and tested them together, and it was electric. We knew right away that this was our pairing. And then when you have that type of chemistry, you just get out of the way and watch them dance.
mhm. Okay, you did something unthinkable. I wasn't very happy with you, but it involves
I have a feeling I know what it is.
a four-legged friend.
Yep.
I was like, they did it. Darn it.
Yeah, it was always in the script, and I try not to pull any punches, try to be as truthful as you can to these
Yeah.
situations. And, I'm a very big animal lover, and we loved Yara, who played Jack. And but yeah, it is. It felt real to the story of how
Mhm.
Jack would defend her and pay the ultimate price, and also the harrowing part of it of the only real person or soul that Mason had in his life for years, and to lose. So, if you've seen my movies, I'm never really pulling punches on things,
Right.
but so unfortunately, it was the first time I've ever had to do that and be in that situation. Wasn't fun. We were all heartbroken because we all fell in love with Yara.
Hmm.
But yeah, we yeah, sorry.
But there's a payoff later in the movie,
Hmm.
and she says that was your family. I was like, oh, okay, that
Yeah.
was worth it.
Yeah, exactly. And it
Like
was, it's
you did
like
a good
how we do
payoff, right?
feel. It's how we do feel about our four-legged friends, they are family to us.
Yeah, that was a beautiful moment where I thought, okay, I'll forgive him for
Yeah.
that. All right, well, great action movie, like always, never disappoint. You and Jason Statham never disappoint. So congratulations, you're gonna have two movies in the
I know.
theater. How is that? How does that feel?
It's crazy. It's surreal because I love them both. The Greenland franchise is very dear to me, and
Hmm.
really proud of this movie I just did with Jason, and hope people go support it in the theaters. It's a big, fun ride. I guarantee you'll have a good time with it.
I say double feature.
I love it.
All right, Rick, again, thank you so much for speaking with me. You're always lots of fun. So thank you and congratulations. Can't wait to talk to you about your next movie.
Thanks, Lupe.